Tariffs of up to 50% on covered steel and aluminum products are aimed at strengthening U.S. manufacturing. But the higher the costs of these materials are also hitting American manufacturers that rely on steel for production. Businesses are still adapting. Reporter Tian Eng with the details from New York.
Bread seller USA partner Henry Schein has been manufacturing medical equipment for 50 years. As it expands production, the company needs a stable supply of raw materials, especially specialty steel used in precision manufacturing. After years of volatility in steel prices, bread seller has taken steps to secure its supply chain.
So we partner with a number of U.S. distributors for steel, and we stocked it in the U.S. early on, which was very advantageous for us. So we had well over a year's supply of steel for us at our U.S. distributors, and still have today at any point in time. So it gives us time to navigate whatever changes are out there in the market.
But stockpiling can only cushion the impact of tariffs. It ties up capital, adds storage costs, and requires accurate demand forecasts. Once previously purchased inventory run out, higher material prices will ultimately push up production costs.
When there is structural and permanent change in policy such as tariffs on steel and aluminum, 50% on steel and aluminum, 25% on derivative products, then this is not an effective strategy. For a smaller business, they are put in a very difficult situations. For them, they don't have any effective tool at their disposal. They don't have financial resources to be able to build up inventories, and they face pressure on both sides, increase in materials. At the same time, they don't have a lot of room to pass on this cost to the customer.
According to the U.S. Department of Labor, producer prices for steel products rose nearly 70% in the 12 months through June 2026, while prices for some aluminum products increased more than 52%.